So we're back. We're back for another episode of Reflections. Just to give everyone an update, episodes of Reflections will be dropping on Wednesday, 5 p.m. British summertime, and the same on Saturday, 5 p.m. inshallah. So a lot of good content is going to be coming out soon, and will continue to come out. And I will continue to have it twice per week up until my uni starts, inshallah. And then maybe I'll continue that as well, or I'll make it once a week. But a lot of content, a lot of valuable content will be coming out. So today we'll be speaking about self-grooming, taking care of yourself as a young man. This is a continuation of the last episode, and not the last episode, the one before that, regarding confidence. And for this video, I'll basically be going through some of the stuff that I wrote way back about self-care and ways that you can take care of yourself as a young man. Because people say self-care, people say grooming, but they don't tell you what you actually need to be doing, you know what I'm saying? But I got you, man. Today is going to be a valuable one, I'm telling you, valuable. A lot of guys need this. A lot of guys ain't doing this. A lot of guys ain't taking care of themselves like that, innit? But I'm gonna help you, man, out. So without further ado, I'm your boy Abdurrahman, and this is episode 7 of Reflections.
I was just a young pathfinder, a street boy trying to leave that life behind us. How can I see options if I'm walking around blinded? There's angels in the ghetto, look how Allah came and find us.
So 2 episodes ago I spoke about confidence, and as a continuation from that, I want to reflect on this one point. To all the guys out there, how do you feel when you get a haircut, get a fresh fade, get a nice line-up? How do you feel? Now, everyone who's watching this is going to tell me they feel more confident. There's all kinds of memes online about how guys, they walk into the barbershop, head down, feeling all shy, feeling insecure about the way they look, and they get fresh fade, they come out, all of a sudden he's the big boss now. He's all confident in that, chest out, walking up, being big. But I always thought about that. I was like, why is that the case? And I've come to a conclusion. Essentially, the more you take care of yourself, the more you improve your appearance, the more confident you become. Interesting thing is, as you become more confident, your appearance improves as well. The way you look improves, which is an interesting thing. So it compounds on itself. So we go back to the analogy of the fresh fade. If a guy gets a fresh fade, he's going to feel way more confident. But the thing is, when you get a fresh fade, do you objectively look that much better? I would argue no. No, you don't. But the confidence it brings you as a result of that fade, of the haircut you got, it makes you appear to be that much better looking, that your appearance improves, basically. So I don't think it's the haircut itself, even though it does. A nice haircut will improve your appearance, but it's more so the confidence that comes alongside it that does it. So when I thought about this, I was like, there's a lot more things I know, which by eliminating them or adding them will enhance or reduce your confidence. So I thought about it. I was like, hypothetical scenario. You got the nicest clothes. You got a fresh fade. You're looking great. But, bro, you're stinking. You stink. How's your confidence? 0. Your confidence is going to be 0. No one wants to be around you, bro. You're stinking. So despite the fact you might have the nicest clothes, the drippiest outfit ever, you got a fresh fade, got the nicest shoes. If you stink, it doesn't matter, bro. It does not matter. And we can continue that on. Same scenario, but instead of this time, you don't stink. You smell fantastic. Best cologne, whatnot. But you know what stinks? Your breath. No one wants to be around you. That's going to put everyone off. You know what I'm saying? So the primary thing that's always going to come about is your hygiene. Because a lot of people might think, you know, if I just had money, I'd look great. I'd be able to buy the nicest outfits. I'd buy the best colognes. But if their level of hygiene is already bottom shelf, it doesn't matter how much cologne you put on. It doesn't matter how drippy your outfit is if you don't take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? So that's the primary thing, but I'll walk you through how to take care of yourself. So I started with one thing. First and foremost, we take the fact that your appearance improves your confidence. You can look at ways to improve your appearance, but let's primarily first take out things that would reduce your confidence. So what are the things that reduce your confidence? It's going to be bad odor. If you're out here stinking up a room, of course your confidence is going to be low. There's not a scenario where you can stink up a room and your confidence is going to be high. Unless you're completely, lack self-awareness. So primarily is going to be hygiene. By knocking down all the hygiene turn-offs, basically anything that would make your hygiene bad, you basically put yourself at a base level of confidence where it's pretty high. So odor, you need to sort that out. So making sure you shower daily, put on you wash with a shower gel, come out, put on deodorant, put on the anti-perspirant roller thing. So now you smell good, at least on the outside. So that's going to be a step forward. Second thing, you need to sort out your teeth, man. That's going to be the second thing. So it doesn't matter the older you need to do all of this anyways, yeah. So making sure you brush your teeth twice per day or more than that. Making sure you floss. A lot of people don't floss. You start flossing them. In addition to that, using mouthwash. Just making sure your mouth doesn't stink. Making sure your teeth are clean. You know what I'm saying? In addition to that, you need it for your health. So beyond all of this, what I'm saying is that you pretty much need it for your health and your own well-being. But a lot of people look over this stuff. Okay, so let's continue it on. So now you smell good. You sort your teeth out. Let's move on to your hair. Do you shampoo and condition your hair? If so, how frequently? Is there any products you put on your hair? What kind of products is it? How does it affect your hair? This is if you have hair. You can apply the same thing to facial hair, but I ain't got facial hair like that. Looking at the ingredients that you basically apply to your hair. Is it damaging your hair? Are you doing anything for your hair? Are you cleaning it? Is it dirty and greasy? Stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Beyond the whole appearance thing, it's about your own health, about your own hygiene primarily. So that's first and foremost. Secondly, okay, now we've sorted out three things. It's how you basically, body odor, whatnot, your teeth, your hair. And now let's move on to the skin on your body and on your face. Now I can make a whole thing about acne, and I'll hopefully do that later, about how I got acne, how that affected me, how I was able to basically find a skincare routine that I was able to pretty much get rid of most of it, vast majority of it. Still not perfect, but it's far better. I can speak about all of that, but if you're coming out of a shower and your skin's dry, you need to be moisturizing. So moisturize your entire body. If you're going to leave the house, make sure you're putting on sunscreen, regardless if it's cloudy or not. So making sure you do all these things. So once you've got that on check, now you can think about enhancing it further. But your baseline needs to be on point. Also, I forgot a couple of things. Making sure you clip your nails. Like I said before, making sure you shave. And I'm speaking about like body hair and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Keep your beard and that. And there's also additional things that I want to mention as well. Some things I picked up on. And a lot of people will overlook this initially. But let's say you're just outside, you're in a classroom, you're working, whatnot. It's winter time, you got a runny nose. If you don't have a tissue on site, that's going to be a horrible scenario. So little things like making sure you're carrying around a packet of tissue with you all the time, it's going to save you a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that will be added on to the self-care part that people always look over. Another thing. So this is beyond, this is before we even speak about ways to enhance it, you know what I'm saying? Primarily it's about basic level of hygiene, knocking down all these points. But for some reason, nobody mentions this stuff. It's all about cologne, it's all about nice watch. This is a regular watch, but some nice watch, drippy clothes, and that's not the main thing. The main thing is having good level of hygiene, which everyone looks over. Also, going back to the hair part, is learning about your hair. So whatever hair texture you have, you got wavy hair, you got curly hair, stuff like that, and how to take care of it, how to detangle it if it's long enough, stuff like that. Learning how to take care of your hair, specifically regarding your specific type of hair, depending on your hair porosity, how well it absorbs moisture, stuff like that, how much it needs moisture. Making sure you learn about and having it personalized to yourself. That's a very important thing. And back to the self-care stuff. Regarding the self-care stuff, you also, so we've knocked down the things in terms of hygiene initially, but also in terms of your clothes. Let's not even jump into fashion, none of that. How are your clothes dirty? Do you need to wash them? Stuff like that. You need to have a basic set of hygiene, you know what I'm saying? You can say everything, like you can do everything I just said, and you can have the drippiest clothes on top, most expensive designer stuff, but if it's not clean and it smells, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So making sure, firstly, before you go on buying a million clothes, trying to get the fashion, trying to go along with the fashion trends, are your clothes clean? Have you ironed them? Stuff like that, which people overlook. And with regards to the basic level of hygiene, you need to have a routine where you're doing that all the time. And there's pretty much no excuses, because we're speaking about a basic level of hygiene that you need for your health and that you're going to need for your own well-being. So you need to have a routine where you do all these things. So you might wake up in the morning, you shower, after you come out, first you brush your teeth, all of that, you shower, and before you floss your teeth, you mouthwash, you shower, you might shampoo and condition something like once a week, you might like exfoliate your skin whilst you're in the shower like once a week, once every other week. You come out of the shower, making sure you moisturize, stuff like that. You need to have a set routine where you're doing these things, instead of just waking up in the morning, rolling out of bed, eating some food, brushing your teeth, splashing some water on your face and heading out the door. You know what I'm saying? You need to make sure that you're looking good. Make sure you're looking good and you're taking care of yourself, because it also goes back to self-worth. If I have a piece of gold, how am I going to treat it? I'm going to treat it with absolute care. If I've got a watch and it's got diamonds on it, Rolexes, It's not got diamonds on it, some crazy Rolex or something. I'm gonna take special care of it. If I got a Lamborghini, I'm not gonna put just regular fuel in it. I'm gonna put the best fuel in it. I'm gonna take care of it and make sure it's clean. Make sure I'm gonna take it to like a detailing shop, making sure it's waxed and it looks fantastic. Why? Because I care about it. It's got a lot of worth to me. Therefore, in the same respect, you are more valuable than all the things I've mentioned. Therefore, you must take care of yourself in that manner. You must treat yourself in the best possible way. Take care of yourself properly. Still in the topic of self-care, self-grooming, whatnot, you need to make sure your environment's clean. That's going to affect your health as well, because if you go into your room and there's dust all over the floor and you're breathing in that dust every night, sneezing, all of that, that's not good for your health. Beyond the whole confidence thing, beyond the whole trying to look good because you care about yourself, beyond all of that, you need to be treating yourself in the best manner for your health. So making sure your room is clean, making sure your clothes are clean, stuff like that. It needs to be a priority. You can't neglect it. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a priority. Now going back to the topic of trying to improve your appearance. Now that we've got this baseline, ideally you want to be getting as much sleep as possible. If you look at if you compare two scenarios of how you would look if you got plenty of sleep versus if you got very little sleep, you can be doing all the perfect things, but you're still not going to look great. So try to prioritize your sleep. And obviously this is how much you're able to get. It's going to vary between person to person, depending on their life circumstance and how much they have to work, etc. But really trying to prioritize sleep. If you're in a scenario where it's late at night, you want to watch a movie, or you could get an extra hour of sleep and you have to wake up early in the morning, as it is, just prioritize your sleep. It's going to be better for you in the long run. It's going to improve your appearance, and you need it for your own well-being and health. So in the topic of self-grooming, self-caring, all of that, don't forget sleep is a vital part of it. So making sure you try to get as much sleep as you can. In addition to it, should we jump in the topic of diet? Okay, yeah, we might as well. Try to have a clean diet. Try to drink as much water as you can. I've looked into the whole drinking lots of water, how it affect your skin, and I don't think it'd have that big of an effect if you're drinking enough to the point where you're not dehydrated or anything. This is not medical advice or nothing. Don't take any medical advice from me until I'm a doctor, inshallah. But making sure your diet's clean, making sure you're drinking plenty of water. Just, if you got the option between some type of soda, fizzy drink, or water, choose water 90% of the time. You get me? So these are the little things that you will need in order to improve your appearance and whatnot. So back to the skin. Depending on how your skin is at the moment, try to get some type of skincare routine going. I mentioned moisturizing and putting on sunscreen after you shower in the morning. I think that would be a good start for a lot of people if they don't have anything going on at the moment. But if you got acne and stuff like that, I'd advise you to consult your GP and try to get some active ingredient to deal with that directly. I mean, for me personally, I went through the whole acne thing purely on trial and error and research and whatnot until I found something that stuck and was working for me. But I wouldn't advise that. I'd advise you to speak to a professional if you do have acne, and try to get help regarding that, because that's a major thing as well. and I recognize that. And inshallah I'll make a whole video on how my skin was before, how it improved, in addition to how acne affected me and what I learned as a result of acne. So that's going to be coming out soon, inshallah. But making sure you take care of your skin. So we mentioned like the base level of hygiene that you need. But if you want to enhance that, you might be looking into exfoliating your skin, which can make it look more clear, better, get rid of the dead skin cells, stuff like that. But I won't speak too much on the skincare routine. But skincare routine, try to establish one based on how your skin is. Do you have oily skin? Do you have dry skin? Stuff like that. Just taking out time and researching on that. But if you ain't got time for that, just follow what I said before. After you shower in the morning, moisturize your skin and put on some sunscreen. I think that's going to be a good start for everyone, and I think it will improve your skin if you weren't doing it before. Now, this is the next part. Exercise. Now, if you're a person that doesn't exercise, chances are you're gonna have excess fat on your body. You're gonna have a higher fat body fat percentage. You're not gonna have a lot of muscle development. And if you were just to turn the switch and start exercising regularly, incorporating some weightlifting, doing a bit of cardio, watching what you eat, you could drastically improve your appearance. If you up the level of muscle you have and cut down your level of fat, alongside all these positive lifestyle factors you incorporate into your own routine, you can drastically improve the way you look. And if you improve the way you look, like I said before, as a direct consequence, you end up improving your level of confidence. As a direct thing, you end up improving your level of confidence. So you can't overlook your appearance. So exercise. If there's one hack you could do to improve your appearance, it's going to be exercise. But primarily, having a time period where you up your level of muscle and cut down your level of fat. After a couple of years of doing that, you're going to look fantastic. You got my word on that. As long as you're doing it correctly, you're not abusing no drugs, you're watching your diet, you're exercising, doing your thing, you're gonna improve your appearance drastically. And I can't miss that out in terms of self-care and self-grooming. Because if there's one thing a man can do, you bring me a guy who ain't got no muscle, got a lot of fat on him, cut down the fat, add a lot of muscle, he looks 10 times better, regardless of your height. Stuff like that you can't change, you know what I'm saying? So just focus on what you can change. So it's about improving your appearance, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to be perfect. Now, additional things we can think of beyond that. Now we've got this base level of hygiene sorted. On top of that, we're taking care of our diet, we're getting plenty of sleep. We might have just incorporated a skincare routine that works well for us. On top of that, obviously we're exercising and we're taking care of ourselves in that manner. If you do all of that for a number of years, you're gonna look fantastic. But let's take it a step further. Let's go back to the hair. Now, haircuts or having a certain hairstyle that suits you is also going to improve your appearance by a lot. If you're a guy that can grow facial hair, do me a favor. Please do it. You're going to look better. And if you're Muslim, you're going to be following the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So do that. But you're going to look fantastic as well. There's not a lot of guys out there who, when they shave their beards off, they look better. It's very few guys. So I would suggest, if you can, just grow it out, and it's gonna make you look way better. So there's that. If you can't grow out like me, inshallah, don't watch me. Soon come. But if you can't, and you got normal hair and that, Try to get a hairstyle that suits you. That's going to improve your appearance by a decent amount. And just making sure it's clean. If you got the peas to get haircuts regularly, it's going to improve your appearance by a decent amount. So if you can, do it. If not, it's calm. Haven't had a haircut in a while. Alhamdulillah, I still look great. But I'm still taking care of my hair, you know what I'm saying? So even if you're not getting haircuts as regularly as you would like, don't neglect taking care of your hair. I shampoo and condition it once a week. I got my shampoo and conditioners there, and also moisturize it, and I just take care of it, and because of that, it looks good. And I also grew it out, and inshallah I'll continue to grow it out for a decent amount because I think it suits me. It suits me personally. So that, taking care of your hair, getting haircuts, etc., can really enhance your appearance as well. We can jump back into the smell. Now you got a base level of hygiene. You smell good. At least you don't smell bad. But if you got the peas, maybe you should invest into a nice cologne that can really up a notch in terms of your appearance. Yes, colognes just, I don't know what it is. You put on a cologne, it just makes you feel great. It smells nice. You just like having it around you. Regardless of what, forget what people think. You like it yourself. You will like it yourself. Yeah, and if you got the peas, I suggest you get a nice cologne once you've done all the previous steps and you got that unlocked in your routine. Don't be out here buying cologne when you're not washing your clothes, you know what I'm saying? So there's levels to this, there's steps to this, but if you went through all of that, another notch would be cologne. And I think the final part for it, there might be some more that I might have skipped, and I'll probably remember as soon as I upload the video, but there's a final part to it. We can look at fashion, but before we even look at fashion, with the clothes you got, how will they fit you? Now, by going to the gym, this is going to help out a lot. Like I said before, if you cut down your level of fat and up the level of muscle, all the clothes that you end up wearing, they're gonna hug your body. It makes you feel better, it makes you look better. So that could be another motivation for you to start hitting the gym. But regarding the clothes, before we jump into fashion, regarding the clothes themselves, making sure they fit you. So I don't know why a lot of guys do this, but if your actual size that you should be wearing, which would fit you well or fit you normally, is I don't know, medium, why are you wearing XL? Wearing super baggy clothes ain't gonna make you look bigger. It does the opposite effect. So just wearing clothes that fit you well. Obviously not something overly tight or nothing, just something that fits you well. And try different clothes on. Don't even look at the thing. Don't even look at the tag. And obviously in terms of oversized clothing, unless that's your thing, most of the time it doesn't make you look too great. Just get something which doesn't need to be tailored fitted, but just something that fits you, you know what I'm saying? So that's an additional thing. But and in terms of that, you don't need money. So I don't want to speak too much on fashion itself, because you can jump into the trap of thinking you can't look good because of the money aspect. But regardless of how much money you have, just wearing clothes that fit you well. Remember, gym's gonna help with that. But in addition to that, you should also try to color coordinate, whatever it's called, making sure the colors match. So if you're wearing a black top, try to get some black shoes, something like that. Or if you don't have black shoes, wear some black jeans. Try to match it in one way or another, and before you know it, you'll have your own style, have your own style according to personality and whatnot, but that comes later. So in terms of fashion, forget the money aspect. You can be broke and still look good. Just try to firstly wash your clothes, iron them, whatnot, making sure they appear as good as they can be, and then beyond that, making sure they fit well and making sure you're matching. So just try to get clothes. You don't even need expensive clothes at all, but if you're gonna buy clothes, try to buy clothes with neutral colors so it's easier to match. Neutral colors are gonna be like black, grey, white. There's some more, and if you're gonna be having some more over the top colors with that, look at the color wheel, look at how different colors match with one another, and that will also improve your appearance by a decent amount. So I've spoken for a long time. I'm very hungry. I hope this video really helps. I hope this video helps a lot of guys. This is the stuff that I've taken the time out to try to work out. I incorporate all the stuff I said into a routine, and that's the way I get it done. And I think that's the reason why, humbly speaking, my appearance is improving and continues to improve and will continue to improve, inshallah. So without further ado, I've been your boy Abdurrahman. Way more videos coming now, inshallah. A lot more. I like stuff like this, self-improvement, whatnot, based upon what I've done. So I'll probably be dropping that. Might be dropping a gym video and at a later stage. So without further ado, I've been your boy Abdurrahman. This was episode 7 of Reflections. Salam.
إن أردتم أن تكونوا شامة بين الورى فاقتفوا آثار جيل للمعالي سطرا. إن أردتم أن تكونوا شامة بين الورى فاقتفوا آثار جيل للمعالي سطرا.